Finesse week, FG. This must be females coming up week, because we had two stories of females pretty much getting active with it. Let me see, which one should I start off with? Let's start off with the one. Let's see,
Vegas or Miami. Which one we going with first?
Let me see which one I got here. They're both crazy, and let's see. Okay, we'll start off with this one right here. This one is coming to us from 8 News Now, and we got two stories of women finessing men and really trying to just get gangster with it. And you know, when I was young, I used to hear about stuff like this happening all the time. I actually happened to people I personally knew, and I used to say, "Dad, how did you fall for that, man?"
Yeah.
But I've been fortunate enough. It never happened to me. But let me run this clip real quickly, and then we'll talk about it. Here we go.
Room at a Las Vegas Strip resort.
Tonight, the two women accused of killing him facing the judge now for the first time. 8 News Now reporter Victoria Saha joining us live from Caesars, where this happened, with who the victim is, and the women behind bars.
Yeah, Bryan and Denise, still so many questions tonight as to what led up to the shooting. But what we do know is that the man who was killed had invited the two women up to his room right before being shot. 20-year-old Erika Covington and Arionna Taylor both making their first appearance in court Wednesday, both with a somber look, much different from the mugshots that were taken of them just hours after their arrest. Police say 25-year-old Bryan Altamirano-Solano was found shot in a hotel room by housekeeping about 11:30 Monday morning. Police tell us so far their investigation is leading them to believe Altamirano-Solano went to his hotel room with Covington and Taylor. The two women later left his room with some of his personal belongings. They were arrested by the Criminal Apprehension Team and booked into the Clark County Detention Center early Wednesday. The two women do remain in jail tonight without bail, and they will be back in court on Monday. Both of their family members were actually present in the courtroom, but they declined an interview. Reporting live near Caesars tonight, Victoria Saha, 8 News Now.
All right, man. First, I want to ask you, FG, have you heard of this happening when you was coming up, when you was growing up, just females out here trying just finessing and just getting active with it and having to be careful of the type of women you meet and where you go with these women?
Man, let me tell you something, Alex. From a younger FG perspective, homie, I would definitely say that these hoes is brazy, homie. Let me tell you something. I'll come up with those expectations in mind. I know homies who've been I have homegirls who done rob dudes. You know what I mean? You know why they sleep. You know, put them to sleep with the sex, and then went in their pockets, you know, and even if they ran off with a couple racks, you know, that's still a robbery, bro. You know, you still fell asleep on these hoes. They might have took your pants and shit where you can't just run out right now, or took your car keys and hid them, you know. So I know it from both sides. You know, me coming up, you know, I always knew that I would be a target in that situation by, you know, being hood rich, you know. So I always was kind of careful, you know, about, you know, these situations. If you look at it, Alex, you know, he met these bras and took them back to his hotel. Now, the one thing about it is I wouldn't expect nobody to do no shooting inside the Caesars Palace. They say that the housekeeper didn't find him till 11 the next morning. And I'm like, damn, nobody heard a shot. Nobody, you know. Unfortunately, though, you know, for Erika and Arionna, man, they 20 years old, Alex. You know, if they go down for murder, bro, they may never see the light of day again. You know, if they had a pistol, they could have did more like tie dude up, or, you know what I mean, where he couldn't get away for a while until they was gone, you know. But the shooting, that's wild, bro. And it may cost them the rest of their life.
Yeah, they may have gotten into one of those a struggle situation where that's the shooting happened. But these chicks kind of remind me of some chicks they're working the strip in Vegas, and you know, there's so many hoes walking up and down that strip any night that you go out there. And I guess they felt that this guy Bryan Solano was an opportunity to come up off of.
No doubt, he definitely was. But my point is the killing part inside of a Caesars Palace hotel, where you don't think at some point, you know, me, every point, but you don't think at some point that you're going to be on camera? You don't think at some point, man, that these people are going to have you on camera, run your face through every kind of database that they have criminally, or people going to call in and say who you are? They apprehended these people in no time, So you shoot a dude in a hotel room at the Caesars Palace, and you think you're going to get away with that just like that? Nah, it ain't going to happen, man. And so, but at 20 years old, I could see how dumb they may be thinking. They none of the factors that I spoke on probably even crossed their mind at all.
Did you read how the Las Vegas PD caught these two girls?
I read it, but run it down to us.
They used Instagram, man.
Oh, did they? I didn't read that part. Yeah, I didn't read that part.
They was able to identify Erika Covington on an Instagram page, and this was not anything that these two girls were doing on social media that we would quote say stupid, right? It was just their accounts. So they They was able to match Erika Covington's picture to her Instagram page, and then they looked at her list of friends, and then they saw, oh, Arionna Taylor, that's the other girl that we're looking for. So these two girls must be on camera in the hotel somewhere, and they matched those pictures to their Instagram page and got their full names.
Damn, homie, just like that. Just like that, Alex. So my point is, like I say, at 20 years old, I know, people want to say people are grown, which legally they are. Sometimes your mind haven't developed yet to think out the whole plan, and inside of a hotel, bro, you don't want to do nothing. You didn't even really want to rob this dude, even without a gun. Even if you would have, gave him some coochie and he fell asleep, at the end of the day, they still was going to go run those cameras. You know what I mean? And even if it was a simple robbery, you still caught, and at the end of the day, man, they don't be thinking out they playing good enough, but this one may cost them their life is my point,
Yeah, and Bryan Solano wanting to have a threesome pretty much probably cost him his life with some strangers.
No doubt. With some strangers, man. You know what I mean? But, these some young girls, probably, some get high, type, hey, man, just ain't no telling. But like I say, man, they got a murder on their hands now. Yeah, and a robbery.
They only shot, I don't want to say only, but it was reported it was just one gunshot. So maybe that's one reason why no one heard it. It was just one pop. And maybe someone did hear it and say, was that a gunshot? Or maybe it wasn't. But it wasn't like, multiple shots to where someone would say, oh, that's gunshots for sure.
So, no doubt.
That's probably why they were able to make their little getaway. And the dude wasn't found until the housekeeper came through later.